Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Tombstone Tourist. This week I'm back at the Sunset Memory Gardens at Mint Hill, North Carolina. This is my second visit to this large cemetery, located just a little southeast of Charlotte, North Carolina. In a previous video from here, I visited the grave of NASCAR pioneer Tim Flock, who is probably best remembered for winning a race at the Hickory Motor Speedway with his pet monkey named Jocko Flocko riding shotgun in the race car. In this week's video, I'm going to walk just a few steps from the grave of Tim Flock and visit another popular NASCAR personality from the days of Winston Cup racing. The man was a NASCAR official who was so popular with the fans that he had his own fan club. Here is the final resting place of NASCAR flagman Harold Kinder. Harold Kinder was born on November 4th, 1925, and from about 1970 until his retirement in 1990, he was in the flag stand for almost every NASCAR Winston Cup race. He dropped the green flag and waved the checkered flag for some of the sport's most memorable moments. It was Harold that was in the flag stand for the finish of the 1976 Daytona 500 when David Pearson and Richard Petty crashed on the last lap. He was in the flag stand again in 1979 when Bobby Allison and Cale Yarborough crashed on the final lap of the Great American Race, giving the win to the King, Richard Petty. And it was Harold that dropped the checkered flag on the 1984 Firecracker 400 at Daytona when Richard Petty got his 200th win. But who could forget the 1987 Winston 500 at Talladega when Bobby Allison's car got airborne and sailed through the air toward the flag stand. The car crashed into the catch fence just a few yards short of the flag stand, and with sheet metal flying and car parts being ripped from the car, Harold and backup flagman Doyle Ford never wavered. As the car sailed through the air, Harold could still be seen standing in the flag stand, waving the yellow caution flag. In addition to being the Winston Cup flagman, Harold also drove and set up the NASCAR hauler at all the races. Whether it was at the racetrack or at a truck stop as he traveled from track to track, Harold was one of the most popular figures, not only in the Winston Cup garage, but with the fans. Because of his jovial personality, Harold was often the butt of practical jokes from drivers and crew members. Even NASCAR Winston Cup director Dick Beatty and MRN's chief announcer Barney Hall got into the act pulling pranks on Harold. But Harold always took it in stride. He never lost his sense of humor. Harold was so popular with the fans, they often sought his autograph and even formed the Harold Kinder fan club. He always had a smile on his face and always had time for the fans. The flag stand at the Charlotte Motor Speedway bears a plaque designating it the Kinder Stand. On May 6, 1990, Harold climbed into the flag stand for the last time for the Winston 500 at Talladega. Race winner Terry Labonte took home Harold's last checkered flag. Following the race, Harold retired, turning his duties over to longtime friend and assistant Doyle Ford. A year and a half after retiring, the checkered flag fell on the life of Harold Kinder. He passed away at the age of 65 on September 2nd, 1991. Well, this brings us to the end of this video. If you have a story or memory of Harold Kinder or NASCAR Winston Cup racing in general, or any of the people that we visit in these videos, please share them with us in the comments. And if you haven't already done so, I hope you'll consider ringing that bell and subscribing. And if you're so inclined, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Now, until next time, please remember, Life is a wonderful journey. Be sure to take time and enjoy it. And I'll see you down the road. So long, everyone.